Well, hello there. I'm officially back from vacation, so you better believe that nothing will change. Before we get into the spooky video of the day, please like and subscribe. Today we're playing Not Involved. The developer contacted me and asked if I would think it a good idea to make a video on their game, and honestly I do. They seem very professional about it, so I'm excited. Let's dive in. My friend, my dearest, it shall soon come to pass that I leave this stale world. Yes, I still reside in that same old town, and no, I'm not getting any better. Should you desire to meet with me for one last time, then I fear you must be a worm, for my time left in these barren wastes is little. Yours, once more and for the last, Amari. P.S. I'm not mad about the skull. I know what you're thinking. Don't. It's Amari. You think he'd do it for you? It's been like, what, 13 years? And look at you. You've done fine enough without him. I mean, fine might be a bit generous, but you're not dead. Just let him tap out on his own. Don't waste a trip in a worm on this. Sooner or later, you won't be able to pay the toll. I have to. I won't forgive myself if I let him down again. Not like last time. Oh, I like that. Big worm, yes. Underground worms came into use not so long ago. For a modest price of just one memory, they'll carry you as far as the other side of the continent. Fine. So what's it gonna be this time? It's quite a trip, so you'll need something of value. Ergo, not a memory of Amari. Oh, choices. A memory of failure of my first potion. I'm a doctor. Or an exam. I'd say failure is the most attractive option, right? Let's try that. You close your eyes, breathe in deep, and... Oh wow, now that's a neat new smell. I'm detecting hints of urine, feces, festering sores, and what's this? Unwashed bodies, brimming with sickness? All wonderful, but perhaps an opened window could help balance out these delectable nasal flavors. Oh god. Here's your first patient. Examine him well. What do you see? Multiple cuts, varying depths, severe blood loss. We'll need to clean and dress his wounds, and give him a blood transfusion if he's going to make it. Very well. And where are we to get this blood? I mean, this is my job, so using my own or my mentor's blood all the time would not be a good idea. We can find a donor. Perhaps, but from where? This man has little time left and we have no donors on hand. We're here, aren't we? Were we trying to kill him, you'd be brilliant. Our blood won't mix with his. I mean, that also makes sense. We are birds. Fine. Wait, is he still breathing? Darkness, like a smothering blanket, falls over everything. What sounds you can hear seem like they're being buried alive, deeper and deeper. Nausea settles down into the base of your stomach. Are we in the worm? And just like that, we've made it into the tunnel of the gross and squishy. And all it cost us was a memory of that time you did that something or other, whatever. I'm worried I made the wrong choice. It feels like I'm forgetting something important. I hope whatever it was, I won't need it anymore. They do say that you learn from failure, so this might be an important learning moment that we lost. I'm running low on memories anyway. If I keep on like this, it won't be long before I forget myself completely. Who am I? Why am I here? I'm kind of scared, to be honest. Well, this was your idea. Personally, I would have dropped my memories of Amari a long time ago. It would save us both the trouble. Anyway, your stop's coming up. If you're doing this, let's just get on with it. Oh. I love the art style. It's very nice. Man, I really hoped we'd seen the last of this place. Or at least smelt the last of it. Geesh. It's the smell of rot, most likely, coming from those half-decomposed corpses in the distance. Their sad howls can be heard even from here. You didn't happen to spend the memory of where Amari lives on a worm ride to the store, did you? Either way, we'll have to ask around if we're going to find him. You can see an old man scowling at you from his porch down the way, and a skeleton tending to his field. Behind one of the nearest huts, you hear a man swearing profusely, and a sound like a timbering tree. Well, none of these seem conducive to finding Amari, but I'm curious about the skeleton. Let's approach him. Oh. Excuse me, sir, do you have a minute? He looks up from his work and turns to you. G'day, friend! You're certain that if he had skin and muscles on his face, he would be smiling right now. Do you know how I can find Amari? Absolutely! First, you'll just want to follow this road up until you see a house with a spire. Then you turn right and he'll be at the third hut on the left. It's separate from the others, so you want to spot it all right. Give him my best when you see him. Thank you. Well, hot dog, that was easy. Let's go, unless you want to mix and mingle with the common folk a little longer. Do I? Let's approach the man who's staring at us intently. I want to know what his problem is. The closer you get to the old man, the less friendly he becomes. Not that he ever seemed that friendly to begin with. His breath reeks of alcohol and tobacco, and every breath comes out in a wheeze. Sounds like this shriveled old raisin has some kind of lung injury. I guess it could also be asthma or even tuberculosis. Not that it matters, we're only looking for one parasitic meat sack tonight. Force of habit, I guess. The old man's face cracks and contorts into the nastiest snarl before you can even open your mouth. So that's the new stench on the wind. Another one of the worm's maggots dragging his worthless self down our way. What a fool you is. Ain't you feel the least bit of shame, giving those freaks a chunk of yourself just to get around easy? You looking to live your life so quick you don't mind you ain't remember anything of it? Blah! Mark my words, maggot. You'll hate it yourself for it. When they done sucked you dry of all your notions and you ain't got nothing left to give. You won't even remember these words, but I figure they'll stick to you in the end one ways or another. Damned slugs, you even know where they come from? What would you care? They could have come from the darkest pit of hell and you still wouldn't think twice about it, stupid maggot. What do you figure they even do with those memories? All hole up deep down in the dirt just a wriggling and a waiting. I tell you what they're doing. They're looking to figure us all out so they can come out of the dirt and swallow us whole. They want to know how best they can catch us with our pants around our ankles, crafty devils. See, they ain't so stupid as they look. They know we'd have them killed and cooked by dusk if they tried to come at us outright. They're waiting to get strong enough that they can take us all out statistically. And dumb folk like you is helping them along, you dumb, stupid maggots. He spits at your feet. What a charming old man with such wisdom to give. As much as I want to see him yell himself into a heart attack, we're here for Amari, who, surprisingly, might be even closer to dying. Your call, but we did waste a memory coming here. I'm gonna keep listening. This man has wisdom to share. As if all these dens wasn't enough for us, but the like of you come a-stumbling in as well? I got half a mind to break you open for the buzzards. That's how I'd get the stain of your existence out of my mind. That's a memory I'd give up, seeing your dumb maggoty face. Matter of fact, the longer you stand here, the more itchy my knuckles is getting. Best you get whilst you still can. I'll be bringing the boys around to give you a walloping that you ain't likely to ever forget, even with them giant slugs. So much wisdom, so much grace, but so little time. Bow out now and maybe we can still find Amari without getting cracked in the head with a cane. Just a thought, do what you will. I'm gonna keep listening. I know you're kind, maggot, coming and getting the common folk to trust you. Well, I ain't convinced. I know you're kind and I spit on them all. You ain't infiltrating this old town, spy maggot. If they wasn't such a bundle of fools and listened to me, you'd be begging for mercy by now. But as long as I'm still up and kicking, I won't let you taint these dumb folk. We ain't no friend to you, and you ain't no friend to us. You maggots will slaughter our young'uns, that's move one. You make them undead come out to us all hootin' and a-hollering. Oh yeah, I know what you're after, maggot. There ain't been a problem like it before you came along. All these years I lived here, and you folk made a good land wretched. Once we've driven them off, you'll all just bring them back. That's the second step. That's a war of nutrition, and I ain't having it. You make us starve. You make us freeze. You spread your filth and squalor. Them's the 3 steps next. And all this 'cause of you, you wretched, filthy, slug-loving maggot. I swear to you, if I were still so young and spry as I once were, I'd be hauling your dead, worthless carcass out of town the second you set foot in it. I done spent my whole day getting this field here prim and proper, and I ain't fixing to let you come in and spoil it. What you waiting for, maggot? Turn tail and head back to your slugs. I mean it. I'll stick a pitchfork in your gullet if you don't expel yourself from my property. You filthy cretin, death to you. Death to maggots. Wow, his breath is bad. Better a lashing with a tongue than a whip. I read that somewhere. I think this is what they meant. Let's leave, yeah? I'm not the one risking my neck for a friend I haven't seen in 13 years, but if you don't want to lose yours, I think we should back off. Gotta keep listening. You done took everything I had and pissed where I buried it. Death to you, death to maggots. Ack! He's wheezing pretty hard. I think he's gonna pass out. If he dies, you're liable. Let's go. You think I'm kidding, maggot? Did he hit me? Get the hell out of this, madman. Yeah, you run. Run off to those slugs. Run off to your dead and friends. You can take all you want from me, but you can't take me, maggot. Satisfied? Maybe you also want to know what's going on behind the nearest hut. Yes, go behind the house where the yelling comes from. I want to do it all. We got hit by a pickaxe, I think. We don't look so hot. I don't want any more trouble. Let's head to Amari. Ah, come on. You follow the road, turn right from the house for the spire, and there it is, the 3rd house on the left in the outskirts. As you make your way up to this front door, you notice all the shutters are closed. That's not like Amari. You knock. Nobody answers. You knock harder. Under your fist, the door opens slightly. You entered by gently and quietly opening the door. You open the door slowly, letting gravity do most of the work. You don't make a sound. The hallway looks to be freshly cleaned. You follow your nose to a door at the end of the hall. You open the door and find yourself drowned in the stench of rot and decay. Oh no. Alright. Amari, what are you doing? Amari, put it down. Amari can't seem to hear you. He just gnaws at the bird's stump neck, staring blankly into space. Amari! Amari? Amari, put it down! Eyes wide, you're not alone. The voice comes from a dark corner of the room. You can't make out who or what it is, but you know it's there. Who's there? Chit-chat. Me. Who's there? Me. Wandering deeper into the darkness, you hear the chattering of teeth. The sound shakes the very walls of your skull. There on the countertop, you spot an empty birdcage, a small blue rag wiggling beside it. The chattering gets louder. It's coming from the rag. You take the cloth gently and rip it away. The chattering slows. Chit-chat. Excuse me, can you tell me what happened to him? To Amari? What's wrong with him? Chit-chat, that boy gone lost his mind, Chit. He ain't even speak a word to me. Not word one to a neighbor, Chit-chat. Who's that girl, Chit? You're scaring me. Girl? Poor little girl, Chit. She seems so frightened of me, Chit-chat. Where is she now? Is she here? Hide, Chit, hide. Amari, please, Chit, stop hurting them. He'll be here soon. Just stop, Chit, please. Chit-chat. Chit-chat. Where can I find the girl? Chit, famished. Chit, I'm absolutely famished. Chit-chat. You drop down and dig through your bag to find something the bird could eat. Well aware that this bird might just be stringing you along for treats. It sounds like Amari. Okay, let's make a deal. Here, you can have all the tooth nuts in this bag if you tell me everything you know about Amari. You get to talk and you get to eat. How's that sound? Tooth nuts, chit. Famished, chit. I do believe we have an accord. Alright, talk first, then it's all yours. You seen a girl walk up in there, chit? Where's Amari's house? Chit, yes sir. I seen a girl come a-walking in like she owns the place more times than one. Chit, escort, chat. Maybe, or family, most like. She know, chit? She know, chit. She knows what? She know. Maybe seeing the other bird get chomped gave this one some problems. I don't think we're getting any farther with this guy. And I know for a fact that Amari's not swooning girls and bringing them home. If he was, that'd be worth putting in a letter. Famished, absolutely famished, chit-chat. Fine. You clear the dust from the windowsill and start laying some tooth nuts out into the wood. Tell me where she lives. Chit-chat, back to your shelter, chit. In the narrow hut, the second floor will be safest. I'll collect you there when it's safe. Alright, I'll go find her. Here, these are all yours. I'll see you around, I guess. This is an interesting creature. You lay the last of the tooth nuts on the windowsill and begin walking away. Wait, something's not right about that thing. Birds that mimic don't know what they're saying. They're just making sounds. You can't actually converse with one like that. Not unless it knows what it's saying. You stare in silence as the bird crushes the last of the nuts in its teeth, bobbing its neck to swallow. It straightens its back, eerily human, and cranes its face slowly towards you. When it speaks, its voice has lowered. It's not mimicry. The voice it speaks is of its own. What are you? I'm a doctor. Why? No. When you step, you make no noise. So cold a room you have entered, and yet it grows no warmer with your presence. Tell me, doctor, why do you so shield your skin against the night air? Why do you hide your living flesh? I'm leaving. Thank you and goodbye. You turn to leave, but are halted as the bird speaks again. Its voice is no louder, but the sound crackles and distorts in the air around you. No, you're not. Your kind never does. You walking squalor of rot and filth, with your hollow words and breath like putrefaction, you soil us. You forsake a forsaken land. Hail, vile creature of death. Hail, fate's false proprietor. Damn you. Damnation to maggots. Wait, please, what did I do? Release me, undead devil. You grab down hard on the bird's leg as he tries to fly away. He fights back hard, but you've got him. The realization that he may have been playing you for a fool the whole time is not lost on you. Tell me what I did and you can go. Just stop fighting me. Fiendish visage of rot and contempt, how should I trust a word from your putrid mouth? It was for the will of your kin that I was locked in that cage. You deceitful wretch, seek no redemption. None of your kind do. You only seek your own unearned rest and damn the rest of us. You hold no altruism in your decayed hearts. You bid peace for yourself and hell for the rest of us. You're a bird, you don't know me. Oh, have I yet to uncover some redemptive nature of yours? Folly. I'm a doctor, I help people. That's gotta count for something. So this then, I smell is the stench of a savior? Tell me, O great and benevolent doctor, in your time in this town, whose bones have you mended? Whose illness cast away? Speak, pretender. I mean, I helped you. Through what thrashing and molesting have you given me aid? I gave you food. I was happy to let you on your own without a cage. I gave you food. I was happy to let you go on your own without a cage. We released the bird. Release the bird. You unhand the bird and step back. It shakes its feathers and looks up at you, then to the sill, then to you and one last time before flying off silently into the sky. You stare with clenched fists, and the feeling that if you had ducts to cry from, they'd be spilling over. I'm trying, right? I don't have time for this. I'll be back soon, Amari. Just sit tight, okay, buddy? You look him over once. His eyes are somehow both completely vacant and filled completely with terror. There's little of the man you remember in him. Yeah, you won't run away on me. No more nuts, it's fine. Alright, time to go. Let's find this girl. Maggot! Maggot! Death to maggots! Oh god. Am I dead? Am I actually dead? Oh, wow. I guess we put the bird back in the cage? We put it back. I like how snappy that was. We're right back at the last choice. Your anger grows with every new insult, and you slam him back into his cage and bolt the door. Vile patron of hate, death befall you and all your kin. I'm sorry you feel that way, but I have people to help. Not that it'd be worth changing your mind anyway. The bird stops thrashing around and stands firm in his cage. He straightens forward and unhinges his jaw towards you. You think it'll be another onslaught of insults, but it's not. I don't have time for this. I'll be back soon, Amari. Just sit tight, okay, buddy? You look him over once. His eyes are somehow both completely vacant and filled completely with terror. There's little of the man you remember in him. Yeah, you won't run away on me. I hope the bird can't chew through a cage. No more nuts, it's fine. Alright, time to go. Let's find this girl. Closing the door behind you, you scan your surroundings. Off in the distance, you can see a crowd. They're chanting something, howling, cheering. It looks to be a fire that they've gathered around. And the smell of burned, spoiled meat replaces the very air around you. I don't think they're roasting weenies on the campfire. No, I don't think so. Come on, we need to move. I think I can see the hut from here. Is that it? A rickety old 2-story hut stands infirm not too far away. Maybe. Let's go. Your miniature stature and incredibly frail physique are no match for that good old boy. He doesn't look all too bright. We could probably sneak right past him. But if you're worried about him splitting you in half, we could try for another route. I'm kind of worried now that we got killed by a mob just then. So do we sneak? Or do I face my problems head on? Let's approach the man and ask for direction. I'm just curious to meet this guy. You approach the tall man. Excuse me, sir, could you help me find my way to... The man's eyes light up as he turns to see you, and a sinister smirk spreads across his face. Now what's this now? Maggot's gone and brought himself right up to me. Don't worry, little fella, I'll take you right where you ought to be. His shadow grows over you as he licks his lips and chuckles to himself. And we're dead. Damn, burned at the stake. Sneak past the man. I guess we're avoiding everyone. You begin moving carefully around him. If you had breath to hold, you'd be holding it. As you come closer, you hear him singing cheerfully to himself. I'm gonna make a maggot scream, strip his body, break his knees, gut him, stuff him, cut him till he bleeds. M-A-G-G-O-T-S, hammers, knives, and all the rest, and I won't stop until I hear sir please. I ain't no such rotten soul, hear me holler, let me go, I'll write my plight and be along my way. Well, I ain't ne'er been much forgiven. I'll make you pay for all your sinning. Deaf to maggots all the lifelong day. Deaf to maggots, deaf to maggots, deaf to maggots all the lifelong day. Holy crap, his pitch is terrible. Hey. Plus all the gruesome stuff. But honestly, I'd rather that than this. Let's just find another route. Unrelenting in his atonal ballad, you decide to try and find a different way to the narrow hut. You come to the narrow hut. It leans like it could collapse at the slightest breeze. The windows are boarded. You find the front door, cautious of all the teetering lumber overhead, and knock. No reply. Go on, then. Put those thunder thighs to work and kick it down. You push on it, but it doesn't move. Not even slightly. Like it's more than locked, it's barricaded. You knock harder. Still nothing. Wow, you are weak. Here, let's look around and see what we can find. There's got to be a way in somewhere, right? Glancing up, you see a boarded window with just enough space in the slots for you to squeeze through. If you could reach that high up. G'day, friend. Need a hand? Is this the same skeleton? What? Oh. I mean, a hand is about all he can offer, by the looks of it. Yes, can you lift me up to that window? With great effort, clearly missing the use of his legs, the skeleton sends you up to the window. The gap isn't quite as wide as you thought, but you still manage to force yourself through after emptying your lungs. Boop. You land graciously in a near pitch-black room. At first, it's silence. Little by little, you can hear a mass of footsteps begin to collect just outside the window. Looky, looky, boys, this looks like Izamir's property. Looking for a breather, Skinny? Old man couldn't finish you, eh? Don't worry me, and the boys'll set you right. More people seem to accumulate around the window. Some laughing, some snarling. Some hooting, some hollering. Louder than that, though, is the skeleton's silence. Ain't no redemption for the likes of you. You know something? I reckon I know Izamir better than most of you. Did any of you even think to help him when his family left? Did any of you even notice they were gone? I did. I don't think he holds it against you. I do. Just keep after his field when I'm gone, yeah? I'll do you one better. I'll bury you in it. All right, boys, have at him. Aww. They spit on him? That'll about do it. Come on, fellas. I hear tell there's one of them prancing around dressed as a doctor. Best we give him a checkup. Purge the undead! Death to maggots! Their cheers and footsteps grow distant as they march away. Like wolves on the hunt. Soon enough, it's just the silence of an empty room. But I never even asked his name. Oh well, bone meal makes for great fertilizer. That girl's around here somewhere. Let's take a look. You dust yourself off and look about the room. This place looks to have been ransacked. That or a tornado had ripped through it. Chairs and tables lie broken and tossed. Shards of glass and splinters carpet the floor. You see the front door and the overturned cabinets that block it off. A staircase, just as much in disrepair and unsafe looking as everything else around here, is just ahead of you. If she'd be anywhere, she'd likely be up there. Going up the rickety stairs sounds like a good way to die, but calling might alert the crowd. Let's go up. You take the railing and begin climbing the stairs, still reeling from what? Good gob above! Is it dead? I'll give you a crisp high five if you touch it. You stretch out a shaking hand towards its hairy leg. You touch it, softly at first, and you grab at it more confidently. What? It doesn't feel like you would have expected. Not furry or even slimy. Actually, it just feels like cloth and piping. I'm not buying it. Put your face in its mouth, then we'll be sure. It's fake, and a good idea. I hope she's alive for me to tell her that. Mindful of someone's hard work, you step over the spider and make your way up to the next floor. Really, it's just an attic. There are swaths of cloth that match the patches of the spider, littered all around. A bed, a dresser, and a young lady scared half to death. Oh, hello. Are you the girl that was visiting Amari? Interesting style. Go away. Please don't kill me. That spider's really cool. Did you make it? Amari sent a letter for me asking me to come see him before it was too late. I was too late. The bird in his hut, if it's a he, told me where to find you. She shrinks herself even smaller. No, it's okay. I locked him in his cage. He won't come for you here. He can chew through the bars. With those rotten teeth? Maybe. They're the right size for chomping, that's for sure. He's not here now, and he's not going to be later. Do you know how I can help Amari? Please. I really need to know. He needs herbs from the forest. I know the ones. That's perfect. Come on. If we hurry, we might make it back in time. Do you know the way? Yes? No, She shrinks herself even smaller. I can't leave. I can't leave. Why not? 'Cause I'm ugly. I look like a corpse. They're gonna see me and they're gonna hurt me. They don't like corpses if they're not in the forest. You look nothing like a corpse. I'm not gonna tell you things you aren't ready to believe, but from where I'm standing, you look like a lovely young lady and one heck of a craftswoman. If anyone ever told you different, that's a problem for them, not you. They aren't worth the time to think about right now. There's people to help, and I need someone smart like you to help me. I need to know what to do next, and I can promise you, you're the smartest person in this room, so how about it? Thank you. There's a clearing in the forest. It's guarded by 12 sycamore trees that circle it. If you look at the roots, you'll find the wolf moss. You can tell which it is because it's black with brown spots. There's swacky there too, under. You perk up in excitement. Under the rocks, I have some with me. Wolf moss, black with brown spots at the roots of a sycamore tree. And what do I do once I have everything? Grind it up and boil it. How much water? Ratio is 5:1 for the water, moss, and swacky. Oh, do I need to remember that? And this'll fix it? It might. It's better than anything I could do. Thank you, Scylla. Tell me more about what happened to Amari. I've known him a while. He's a glutton, but I've never seen him hungry enough to eat a bird alive. Yeah, he made a potion. He said this might be a side effect. He really did try to warn me, but I thought he was kidding. I guess he meant it. I saw him a couple days ago and he looked really bad. He had so many birds and he just kept eating them, biting off the heads, sucking on the stumps. It was horrible. There was blood and bones everywhere. And then he started yelling at me. He told me once that if anything happened to him, I should come here and wait for him to get me. I'm still waiting. We'll help him get back to snuff, don't you worry. We'll come get you soon, I promise. You raise your hands to offer her comfort, but you recoil as you see how she shrinks away from your touch. Not the first gal to shy away from your hand, eh, Doc? Why are you here, all alone? I've always been alone. It's where I'm comfortable, especially now that the front door is blocked up. I didn't always have to be so careful. It's different these days, though. Who did all the damage on the first floor? I did. You? Why? So nobody bothers me. I don't like being bothered. When Amari's safe, I'll help you stay unbothered. Thank you. Look at you. One friend on his way out and another friend on her way in. You do manage them well, don't you, Doc? Give the girl a gift? Sure. You don't know her well enough for that. It's just creepy if you give it now. You want me to draw a pencil mustache on your beak? Help you live the part? Creep. Fine, sorry. I'm off. I'm sorry to put you through so much when you've already been through it. I just need to make sure Amari's okay. It's okay, I understand. But be careful. The potion's probably gonna hurt a lot, so make sure you give him some painkillers before you give it to him. Noted. Stay safe, kiddo. I'll be back soon. Me and Amari, I hope. You make it back to the window you came from and slip out. The crunching under your feet as you walk offers a stark reality. Aww. Odds are that'll be you before the night's over if you don't leave. You know that, right? I know. Whatever light reached down to touch the ground before is corrupted under the canopy of the forest. Nature is meant to be the very essence of life, though. Looking around, you only see the bastardization of it. The smell of rot has long since dissipated and been replaced by dew and pine. 12 sycamores. 12 sycamores. Maybe I should have pushed her to come with me. I'm literally looking for trees in a forest. What the heck? Oh no, that sounded like my mother-in-law sitting on my favorite silk couch. Move slowly. Hopefully it was just a monster. You scan through the underbrush, looking for whatever made that noise. When you look down and find the ground laden with black moss with brown, you start fiendishly ripping it from the ground until... Wait, you're married? Well, technically I got an annulment and... Whoa, look out! Try to talk. Try to talk. You drop the moss and raise your hands in surrender. I'm not here to hurt you. I just need this moss for my friend. He's really sick. I don't know how much time he has left. It's a giant freaking tree. Run! Village, come, take friends. Give nothing. Leave nothing. There's a balance to everything. Give and take. I need to take this moss and give it to my friend Amari. Amari come, Amari give, then Amari take. What does he give? Blood. Okay, I can do that, no problem. Where do I bleed? On ground. You flick out a small blade from your backpack and roll up your sleeve. You place the blade across your forearm and breathe in as you slide it across. Dark red spills out onto the ground. Oh, jeez. What? Blood. What? You. Well, that's not quite right. Take the moss and go. Man, I guess your blood doesn't mix well with other things. If only you knew that beforehand. Like you had a memory of it or something. You didn't pick that memory for the worm, did you? I did. We're fine, though. We've got the moss, I think. Slinking through the back alleyways, you can hear men screaming coming from everywhere. You're tempted to cover your ears. It's a sound you wouldn't likely forget. Huts are on fire and you can see shadows dancing in the flames. The smell of burning flesh from before has only become more intense and all-encompassing. Screams rise and are cut short. By the time you make it back to Amari's home, you waste no time locking the door behind you. Oh, she was right. Okay, Amari, don't worry. I just need to whip up some painkillers and the medicine, and then everything's going to be fine. You swipe clean the nearest table and prepare everything you need. You prepared the painkiller using the herbs you have on you. Glad I remembered that. Good to know you can make me drugs when I'm bored. Okay, I have everything. Wolf moss, swaki. I just had to grind it up and bring it to a boil. What did you say the ratio was? 5:1? That better be everything. No, it's 5:1. I remembered. Hold on, Amari. I'm almost done. You start finalizing the concoction. Just a little more. Just a little more. Come in. Oh, wait. They can't hear me. Do you want to get it? Amari. Please, no. You in there, pal? A little birdie told us that you've got an infestation. We'd like to set those pests a-running for you, free of charge. Do you think they have snacks with them? My tummy's making grumblies. Amari, you'll want to let us in. We're cleaning house tonight, no exceptions. I'm giving you this chance because I'd have to knock down such a nice-looking door. Not the door, they'll let in a breeze. Shut up. Amari, drink it. Painkiller first, then the potion. Amari? Well, I gave you a chance. And such a lovely oak door. Uh-oh. Thank you for playing the second chapter of Not Involved. We've put our heart and soul into this game, so it would mean a lot to us if you'd leave your feedback on the game's page. Not Involved is and will be available for free so that more people can experience it. We rely on the support of our patrons to keep working on this great game. To be continued. These developers seem very passionate, so please go down into the description, find the link that I posted there to their itch page, and show your support. While you're there, please check out my Twitch. I stream 5 days a week, and it's always spooky, just like this game was. And before I forget, don't you forget to like and subscribe. Alright, see you in the next video. Bye!